Hello, and thank you for your interest in the Langara web and mobile application design and development program. My name is 𝐕 McMillan, and I've taught the program since its beginnings approximately 10 years ago. In today's presentation, I will describe the philosophy and structure of the program in detail. Because we know that choosing a course of study is not a trivial task, I will also present at the end of the discussion additional resources which will allow you to see our students demonstrating their work in awesome detail. I would like to start, however, by acknowledging Langara's location on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Musqueam Nation, who have gifted us the name 𝐊𝐿𝐷, which means House of Teachings. WMDD, or WOMED for short, was originally created as a collaboration between the Langara Publishing Program and Computer Science departments. From the beginning, the aim was to create a program that would be inherently collaborative, multidisciplinary, and product-focused, paying equal attention to design and to development. Having two streams, designers and developers, allows the three major project courses of the WOMED program to mirror the real-world patterns of work especially collaborative work in the software industry. So about the program itself, it is a 2-year post-degree diploma that, if you are taking the full-time version, that can be done in 4 academic semesters or 16 months, in other words. And there are 3 intakes corresponding to the regular Langara College semesters, which start in September, January, and May. Note also that in January of 2025, we are also adding an online part-time stream, and you can get more information with an email that I will give you later in the presentation. As for the admission requirements, it's a post-degree diploma, therefore you need a bachelor's degree or better, a letter of intent, and you need to demonstrate English language proficiency. So depending on where your degree was done, you may need to take a test or use other methods of demonstrating proficiency. And you can learn more about this at this URL here. This slide, detailing the common and stream-specific courses in the program, demonstrate the program's mission of training specialists who have solid understandings of how design and development mesh in the creation of modern software. We see that the designers and the developers have the same number of courses, but there are also, I believe, 9 additional shared courses: design fundamentals, intro to web programming, etc. And 3 very important courses: the industry-focused collaboration projects, Project 1, Project 2, and the Capstone Project. These take place in terms 2, 3, and 4, respectively, and they will be discussed at greater length shortly. So, Term 1. We see in Term 1 that there is no specialization yet. The designers and the developers have 5 shared courses, and it is the fact that they have these shared courses that helps them understand each other's mutual concerns. So in this regard, a designer will understand enough about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to have that inform their own work and make them better able to collaborate with developers. Similarly, a developer understanding the fundamentals of UX design will be a much better member of a team. Term 2. In Term 2, we see the first bits of specialization Designers have an advanced typography course. Typography, crucial to design. Developers have a Web Programming 2 course. There are still, though, 4 shared courses: HTML, CSS 2, Content Management Systems, Communications for Web and Mobile Design, and the important Integrated Project course. In Project 1, the students work in teams of designers and developers, typically 6 to 8 students, and they create a web application that they present publicly at term end. So this means they have about 12 to 13 weeks to conceive of their application, design it, develop it, and then they present it publicly. And they present to an audience of several hundred, 200, 300 people, as well as a panel typically made up of graduates who are now working in the field. As part of these presentations, the team members explain their branding, design, technical decisions, technologies used, and they demonstrate their application working. They take questions from the panel. They take questions from the audience. They also present competitor analysis, business models, how will they pay for their application, etc. At the end, the audience and panel each vote on best of show kind of awards. Term 3. Here the specialization is increasing, and we see the developers have 3 courses, the designers have 3 courses specific to their concerns. However, there are still 2 shared courses. One of them is 4961, Industry and Business Strategies, a very important course for anyone hoping to work in the industry, because all facets of the business side of creative tech, developing audiences, making business plans, marketing, presentation and networking skills, monetization, etc., is covered in this course. And that and the other studies that the students have done then informs Project 2. Project 2 is a full stack web application that utilizes live data and solves specific business problems. As part of this project, instructors provide the initial constraints and parameters for the project. The rationale here is to present students with industries or businesses that they aren't initially familiar with. And this is very, very important because it represents a much more real-world development design learning strategy. The students have to learn about their client, and therefore this helps them develop their skills in project research, competitive analysis, UX research, etc. Again, at the end of the 12 or 13 weeks of the term, the students present their projects again to an audience of approximately 300 people and a panel. Their design, their development decisions, they explain their tech stack, their design systems, etc. And once again, a best in show as decided by the panel and a separate audience favorite award is voted upon. This takes us to term 4, the last term of the program, the capstone project program. And at this point, we see almost entirely specialized streams now. The developers have separate courses in native iOS and Android development, security and cloud services. Designers have game design foundations, audio video production, etc. You will also notice in each stream an advanced topics course. And the rationale behind that course is for topics of emerging concern in the industry. This allows the slightly more generic name of the course allows the department to more quickly address emerging technology, emerging concerns. Obviously, one such thing might be artificial intelligence. What consequences in design or development are there that need to be covered for anyone in the field? Which brings me to the most important course of the program, the Capstone Project. In the Capstone Project, the student teams create their most demanding application, a fully functioning, minimum viable product mobile application for real-world users. And again, 12 to 13 weeks, the teams present their software to an audience, complete with documentation of their project research, market analysis, business case, development planning, UX and UI design, and marketing. The presentations themselves take place off campus. Sometime in previous ones have taken place in Vancouver development or design studios. They've also taken place on the campus of Simon Fraser University in downtown Vancouver. And one of the reasons for that is it's good for networking, but it allows us to have larger rooms. And these rooms are typically filled to capacity with people interested in the program, people from industry, etc. So in regard to this, I will shortly show you a couple links where you will be able to go online and see the capstone presentation evening. So you can look at 5 or 6 teams each semester presenting their most accomplished work. And I think that will give you an excellent sense of what we do here in the Web and Mobile Application Design and Development Program. But first, after your 16 months, or if you've done it part-time, a longer period, what can you do with your credential? On the left, jobs that designers are eminently qualified to pursue. On the right, jobs developers will pursue after graduating from the WOMAD program. Front-end, back-end, full-stack developer, etc. If you are interested in looking for work in Vancouver or networking opportunities in Vancouver, the tech industry in Vancouver is exceptionally fertile. There's over 11,000 companies, 200,000 plus tech professionals, and a 6% growth rate every year. Some of the companies that have offices and studios here, you will no doubt recognize Microsoft, Twitter, both of whom have had students from WOMAD working there. Amazon, Apple, Meta, etc. Tech companies that got their start in Vancouver, some of them are listed here, and there are many more. Which leads me to an area that we'll just call FAQ. And at the end of the presentation, I will also give you some email addresses that you can send additional inquiries if there's anything I haven't covered here. So we get asked occasionally by students who enter the program, and they might enter as a designer, and they say, I'd like to be a developer. Can I switch? It is possible in term 2. And the parameters are listed here. About our classes, this is assuming that we're talking about the full-time program. The part-time program will obviously have slightly different information. So depending on the semester, classes can start, and this is in the full-time program, as early as 9:30 a.m. or run as late as 7:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday, we run courses. This does not mean, however, that you will be on campus 6 days a week. Depending on the stream, the stream you're in, you're typically only on campus 3 to 4 days per week. These classes are also mixed mode. So what is meant by mixed mode? For a full-term course, a 3-unit course, this will consist of 2 hours of class time and 3 hours of additional online time. So, or typically, it may consist of 2 hours of lecture and then 3 hours where you are watching videos the professor has made, etc. Also, for getting help, getting assistance, we have currently have four instructional assistants. The current IAs are former grads, so they know the program very well. 2 of them are from the design stream, 2 of them are from the development stream. They are available in classes, but also available at specific times outside class. So you are able to get a lot of additional help from them. As well, all of the professors have office hours, and these are typically done on campus, but they can also be done online via Zoom or other methods. So now, thank you for your patience so far, listening to me go on and on about the program. I think the best demonstration of what we do in the program is for you to watch a capstone event. Our YouTube channel contains many of the previous capstones, as well as Project 2 and Project 1 presentations, and a lot more. But this QR code or this URL, if you're viewing the PDF, this I would recommend you watch the latest one. You will see 6 teams present work that is astonishingly sophisticated, complex, well thought out, and beautifully designed. As well, the WOMAD website, which is maintained by our instructional assistants, langara-app or langara-app.ca, will contain a program overview, previous student work, faculty profiles, announcements for upcoming events. So if you're wondering when is the next capstone, you can read about it there, as well as additional information. Highly recommended, and I'll briefly profile it near the end. The YouTube channel, where the capstones are, you will also find additional information. You will find alumni interviews. You will see student success stories, a short video of a student from 2 years ago explaining how his interview at Microsoft went and how he presented 2 projects that had been completed in WOMAD and how he became hired as a product designer at Microsoft. Student work, etc. So this URL or this QR code, or just search YouTube for WMDD Langara. If you wish to apply, this URL or QR code will take you there. If you seek additional information, international students can send an email to langaraglobal@langara.ca. Domestic students can send an email to recruitment@langara.ca. If the questions are ones that Global or recruitment are unable to answer, they will forward them on to the department. Thank you for your interest in the program. We hope to see you in class. And before I leave, I'd like to show you one more thing. So just one more additional minute, please. Bear with me here. Okay. So the YouTube channel here has a ton of material, and the capstones will give you an amazing sense of the work that we do here. I would say that if you are in any way interested in this industry, this is the best place to start your research to see whether the Langara web and mobile program fits into your plans. As well, the langara-app website has, I'll just show you a little bit of it. If we go here to student work, we can see recent work by students. We can filter it by year. So here are capstone projects. Here are the third term full stack applications, hybrid mobile apps developed in second term, etc. So that should give you a sense of our program. Thank you again for your patience. I hope to see you in class, but whether this works for you or not, have a great day.